racing fans, welcome to PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, you notice we're changing locations this week. We're here at the beautiful Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, and we've got a lot of new things added to our show. First things first, we're going to cook a little with Kate and cook a little with myself. Those are two segments you do not want to miss. Plus, we've got some huge money races from the Poconos right here and from up north at Mohawk. You don't want to miss it. It's a great half hour. It's coming your way next on Comcast Sportsnet.
Oh, they go! Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway by Aaron Brent Messenger to the early. Five and 4 the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hi everybody and welcome to a special edition of PA Harness Week. Why is it special? Let me explain to you. Because we are here at beautiful Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs in the Rustic kitchen. Now, Rustic conjures up sort of like frontier-like, you know, like old sort of the way it was back in frontier times. Well, I can assure you that ain't the case here, because as you can see, this place is just resplendent. Wouldn't you agree, Heather?
Yeah, and you remember those days, right?
Vividly. Sorry about that. I wish I could say I didn't. Anyway, I'm Steve Ross, along with Heather Moffett. Got a great show for you today because I want to do a few things. One, I'll be moving my hands, which I didn't do last week, and it killed me. And also, we'll be cooking because naturally we're in the kitchen. So literally and figuratively for the next half hour, things are going to be smoking here on PA Harness Week. But aside from the cooking thing, let's talk about the big racing that's going on. And I guess the biggest story is the cane pace, the first jewel of Pacing's Triple Crown, was here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Kind of interesting story about that, and I think Heather will tell you about that, right?
That's right. The cane pace started back in 1955. It's been at Yonkers, it's been at Freehold, and then its first year was supposed to be at Tioga, but Mother Nature has been off the hook. You know, she's had earthquakes in the east, extreme heat, tornadoes. Well, all the flooding going on in the East Coast up in New York, forcing the Tioga to move to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, but thanks to the Pennsylvania Harness Horsemen's Association working together with the tracks, now we had the cane here last Saturday night.
So this has nothing to do with WWE superstar Kane, correct? This is a different Kane. Oh, that's C-A-N-E, I'm sorry. Okay, so why don't we get right to the race and see what happens with that, and with that, here's Heather.
I'm impressed by all your, knowing other sports and whatnot.
Dude, you know what I'm saying?
All right, yes. This was a big field. We have Roll with Joe. He's the number 8 in here. 3 to 5 favorite, the winner of the Battle of the Brandywine. You might remember that from Super Stakes Sunday. The 5 is Shady Shark Hanover, 3 to 1. He's taken one of the fastest miles this year, 1:47 and 4. So he's super hot. And then there's number 7, Betterthancheddar, 4 to 1, going to post for Canada's Trainer of the Year, Casey Coleman.
Very bunched up behind the leader, and look at the quarter, 25 and 4. Betterthancheddar just blistering along, but now Shady Shark Hanover takes over the lead for Morrill. There's Betterthancheddar. It's now 18 moving first over for Callahan. Then Powerful Mist, Roll with Joe in gear once again, following cover second over. He's the huge favorite. Third over is High Noon. Inside 7th, Townslight Hanover. The back Avenue Hanover and Roll with it Harry. Half mile 53 and 2. 27 and 3 second panel. No let up at all here. Shady Shark Hanover leads it by a length. In the box there is Betterthancheddar. And now T-Trick tries a 3-wide move here with Roll with Joe. He's going around 18. Boxed in 5th now is Powerful Mist. Also moving High Noon. Roll with Joe is coming up quick on Shady Shark Hanover to 3/4 now. 120 and 4. 27 and 2/3 panel. The fraction's ridiculous here. Shady Shark Hanover still by a length. Roll with Joe coming on the outside. Inside there, Betterthancheddar. They're gearing up from the back as well. Top of the stretch, Morrill trying to keep Shady Shark Hanover alive. Roll with Joe is dropping back, but inside here comes Betterthancheddar. Townslight Hanover also there. Betterthancheddar.
Betterthancheddar takes the early lead with driver Yannick Gingras, and then here comes Shady Shark Hanover. He wants the front, so Betterthancheddar's kind of like, no problem, take the front. Anyway, Betterthancheddar makes a cheesy move Up the inside. Not really cheesy. Just trying to be funny there. Okay, so he ends up winning in 149 and 2. Townslade Hanover, he takes second. Powerful Mist was third. Shady Shark Hanover ended up being fourth. So where was a roll with Joe? Well, he ended up like never seeing the pylons. They get to the 3/4 mark in 120 and 4, and just so much action going on. He ends up not, you know, doing that well in the race.
Different driver, too.
Yes, Tim Tetrick was in the bike. Ronnie Pierce was at Mohawk. So maybe he's just not into Timmy. I don't know. He just likes himself some Ron Pierce. Who knows? All right, next up for these guys, a Little Brown Jug, huge race. And that comes about September 22nd. Oh, yeah, my birthday. Ugh, I almost forgot.
We won't ask you how old you are.
Okay.
Okay. And also, that race will be, as where it always is in Delaware, Ohio, at the fairgrounds. We have to go there. I've never been to the Little Brown Jug, but we should go there.
Yeah.
How about this year?
We'll get a petition going.
Let's go. Okay. Stay with us when we come back. More racing action from Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs, and lots of cooking stuff for you, too. Don't go away.
Solid fractions up top here. Sweet Lou by 2 full lengths now.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
Hi, they call me Big Seamus. Everybody knows I only like to play my lucky numbers. So when I go to the Downs off-track wagering, I get to bet exactly that with the Exacta. A $2 bet on the Exacta delivers big payouts like this. When it's my night out, I eat big, play big, and I win big.
Downs off-track wagering. Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, and welcome back to the Rustic Kitchen at beautiful Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. You know, it's a great place if you're out here on a race night to check out the clubhouse dining room, because that's really great. You can look over the racetrack and whatever. But if you happen to come here on a racing night when there is no racing, well, this is a great place to come. The Rustic Kitchen. The place is flat out gorgeous. Now back to racing action. They had some $200,000 Pennsylvania Sire Stakes, and the first was Saturday's 4th. 2-year-old trotting fillies on display. Number 3, Sand Violent Blue, not Sam Violet Blue, which you think would fit a little better. With Brett Miller was the 1-2 chalk. Number 6, Real Babe, like the one to my right, was the 5-2 second choice with Timmy Tetrick. And number 5, Calcutta, with Eric Ledford. There's a name from the past. Went off at 5-1. And with the call, here's Jim Baviglia.
Sand Violent Blue makes the lead. The fillies won 5 of 7 so far. She's the 1-2 favorite in here with Brett Miller doing the driving. Pocket trip for Oasis Dream second. Then 2 back to Blue Yonder, who's coming off a romping win in her last start. Then it's Cupcake Hanover fourth. The gap back to Calcutta fifth. Also stretched out at the back there are Real Babe and Sculpted Vanity, and Kamikaze after the break still hasn't caught the rest. To the half-mile marker they get there. 57 even, 28-2. Second panel was faster than the first. Brett Miller trying to cool down Sand Violent Blue here because she's going a big mile. See if she could sustain. Oasis Dream hanging right with her there in the pocket. Blue Yonder steadily advancing now in third, about 3.5 away. First over trying to get into it, Calcutta, is Cupcake Hanover fifth, and Real Babe is sixth. It's still Sand Violent Blue by about a length. Oasis Dream still right there, 3/4, 125-2, 28-2, the third panel. And now the earplugs come out there for the leader, Sand Violent Blue. Oasis Dream right there inside Blue Yonder, hoping things open up. At the top of the stretch, Sand Violent Blue with the lead.
Sand Violent Blue, try saying that 3 times fast, got parked to the quarter before clearing past 17-1 shot Oasis Dream number 1 with Dave Palone, and from there it was clear sailing, and he won for fun at 154-3 and left with $100,000 in his saddlebags there, partners. Oasis Dream raced gamely to finish second, and number 2 Blue Yonder was third.
All right, I'm going to take over now.
Okay.
Tyrrell Pacing Fillies and another $200,000 event here for Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. Now, number 4 is Economy Terror. She's the betting choice. She's been like totally getting her picture taken this year in Sire Stakes action, but she's had to share the spotlight a little bit with number 5, Marty Party, who's his second choice, and she's been winning a lot in Sire Stakes action. So now, here it is. This is their matchup, and we're going to see which princess will wear the tiara.
Economy Terror is unbeaten in Pennsylvania and will work from the pocket. Moonlit Dragon, who led earlier, back to 3rd. Mixana is 4th. Then comes Destiny's Chance to the outside there. Robin Cruiser, the back Frontier Pan, and Section Line Yankee, the half 55-2. 29-1 second panel was a little more settled there. Marty Party has the lead by about a length. Economy Terror pressuring from the pocket, but Marty Party going to dictate things here. First over now, trying to get into it. There is Destiny's Chance, and George Napolitano not waiting. Sends Economy Terror out of the pocket after Marty Party. Inside Moonlit Dragon, further back to Mixana and Robin Cruiser. Economy Terror takes the lead at 3/4, 123-2. 28 even there on the back. It's Economy Terror on the outside. Marty Party trying to fight back on the inside. Meanwhile, coming up into contention is Destiny's Chance. At the top of the stretch, Economy Terror slight lead. Marty Party's not done. She's fighting back here. Outside Destiny's Chance trying to get to the top 2. Economy Terror slight lead.
Economy Terror, what a terror to her competition. She wins not like a princess, like a monster in 151-1 with George Napolitano in the bite. Destiny's Choice, who is 85-1, and she was second. Marty Party, not the belle of the ball this time out, but she did race great, and she settled for 3rd.
Okay, let's go ahead to race 10 on Saturday. Another $200,000 event for 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. Number 5, Easy Again with Montreal Teague, and number 1, Sweet Lou with Dave Palone. Well, they both went off at even money. The public couldn't decide which one they liked better. Was it a 2-horse affair? Let's find out. With a call, here's Jim Baviglia.
Sweet Lou has that lead and eases them around the first turn here. They get to the quarter, 27 4/5. And now Star Recruit going to try to take it to Sweet Lou, but he's not going to let that happen. He quickly hit the gas there. Sweet Lou, who just suffered his first loss, extends his lead to 2.5 as the even money second choice. Star Recruit in the box there second. Moving up inside station 306 and all week, and Corey Callahan goes first over. Easy Again, the one that beat Sweet Lou last time, follows cover. Also out there, Cold Hearted Shark, Matacard the back. The half 56-3, 28-4 second panel. Solid fractions up top here. Sweet Lou by 2 full lengths now. Outside, that's all week on even terms with second place Star Recruit. Easy Again following the cover, still about 4.5 away from the leader. Then station 306, Cold Hearted Shark, and way back to Matacardle. Sweet Lou still with a nice margin here, about 2 full lengths at 3/4, 123-2, 26-4 on the back. Sweet Lou trying to hold up now by about 1.5 lengths. Inside still Star Recruit. Easy Again now shakes free on the outside and is closing fast. Top of the stretch here, Sweet Lou with the lead. Inside Star Recruit. Easy Again roaring on the outside. Sweet Lou trying to hold up. Easy Again, Star Recruit. Sweet Lou's got more tonight.
Sweet Lou wired the field and won for fun by 1 in 151-1. Easy Again closed well just to nip number 2 Star Recruit off a 10-1 with Georgie Knapp for the belly.
All right, and here we've got another $200,000 event. What up?
Get out.
Yes, two-year-old trotting colts now. Number 8 is Stormin Normand. Even with the outside post, this is the one to beat in here. He's had 4 wins.
The Hurricane Horse, I remember him.
Yes, yeah. Out of 5 starts this year. And then there's the 2, Pico Fashion. No slouch himself, undefeated this year. And number 5, Go to Pay, the most famous driver in the world in the bike, John Campbell.
Stormin Normand has the lead. Pico Fashion wants it. They roll around the turn of the quarter-mile marker, 28-1. You've got 2 speedballs who don't like to lose, battling it out now. Pico Fashion, unbeaten after 5 starts, takes over the lead. And Stormin Normand, who lost his first start by a head and hasn't since, is now back in the pocket. Those 2 right up front, which is what was expected here. Over and Over Victory 3rd, followed by Go to Pay with Campbell. Super McDean 5th around the turn. Then then single file to Catalyst Keystone Silencer, and the trailer is Charles Ray. Half 57 even, 28-4 second panel, and those top two now separate a bit. Again, it's Pico Fashion by about a length, and Storm and Norman wants to go right behind him. Back third, over and over victory, hard pressed to stay with these top two. Then Go to Pay, and the rest starting to lag way back to Super McDean fifth. The match race continues here with Pico Fashion and Storm and Norman over in victory, and Go to Pay trying to get into it. Three quarters, 125-4, 28-4 third panel. Pico Fashion still there by a length and still lurking in the pocket. Storm and Norman, he's ready to pounce on the outside. Go to Pay now moving into third, passed over and over victory. Top of the stretch, Storm and Norman taking it to Pico Fashion here. Storm and Norman just blows right by.
Pico Fashion does the work on the front, but then Storm and Norman benefits with a two-hole trip. Dave Palone wins with this horse in 154-3 by over two lengths. Go to Pay took the second money with the most famous driver in the world in the bike, John Campbell. Oh, did I say that earlier? My bad. All right, Pico Fashion held on for third.
Stay with us when we come back. We will be cooking and smoking literally and figuratively. I've already got my marching orders. I've been told, take a pounder for this segment. But Sharla will be here, Heather will be here, and Kate will all be cooking together. It's a segment you will not want to miss, so don't stray too far. We'll be back.
Nice and hot and fresh out of the oven.
Oh, wow, that looks so good.
This is me, Dee. I can never make up my mind, even on what to wear. But when I go to the Downs Off-Track Wagering, they let me bet any track, anywhere I want. So I can pick my horses in any order, box my selections and more. And a few cent bet can deliver big payouts like this. When it's my night out, the decision's easy, and I win. Big, baby.
Downs Off-Track Wagering. Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. We are in the Rustic kitchen here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Joining us now is Chef Kate Gabriele. She's the host of Cooking with Kate. And in the back, you might see our lovely Sharla. She's got some action going on back there. She's going to be fixing a cocktail that everyone's really going to love in just a couple minutes. But first, we have to get something in our bellies. And
absolutely.
Kate, we saw the cane pace earlier in the show, right? Mm-hmm. Super fast race.
Super fast race.
Yes, but we've got something maybe even faster.
Well, you can get it together just as fast. So this is a cranberry apple tart. It has a little bit of walnuts in it. It's perfect for the fall. You know, harvest time is right now. Apples, the whole shebang. Horses love apples, like you mentioned. And we're going to put this together. You know, this is one of those great recipes if you need something to bring to a potluck, or you have guests coming over at the last minute and you want something to get together. By the time you get in the shower and get your hair done and all ready to go, this will be done. So here we go. First and foremost, what we're going to do is we're going to line, we made our pie crust, and we're just going to put this in either a deep dish or a pie pan, whatever you have available. You can even go so far as running to the store and buying it. A lot of people don't have time to make their own pie dough. But what we're going to do is we're going to mix the ingredients. So you line this inside like so, okay? And then we are going to either saute apples, or you can go buy them already prepared in a can, okay? So we have a little bit of cranberries. So far, so good?
Yes. There's a horse racing right now, by the way, named Crispy Apple.
Ooh, okay.
These aren't exactly crispy, but we do have the apple deal going on.
Okay, putting in a little brown sugar, putting in just a pinch of cinnamon.
Charlotte's in the background trying to see what Kate's doing, as if she's really going to go home and make this. Come on now.
You can. I'm telling you, by the time you jump in the shower, get your hair done, put your makeup on, all that good stuff, you can pop this in the oven and you'll have a nice, beautiful hot apple tart. And you know it's even better than an apple tart? With a vanilla ice cream over the top.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I know. But that's pretty much it, what you have right here. So we're going to pop this in.
And everyone talks about, I know this is an apple tart, but everybody talks about an apple pie being like all-American.
Yes.
You might not realize modern day harness racing is really the all-American sport. I know everyone loves baseball out there, but we're not talking about Ben-Hur or the chariot races. The modern day harness racing started right here in America.
Very cool. Very good. Good information. All right, so the last thing you want to do is make sure you fold this over, and you don't have to do the crimping or the fancy, you know, anything. This is a very rustic type of pie. Kind of goes well with the restaurant. So you fold it over. You're gonna put this in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. And then put it on 375 for about another 20 or 30 minutes. So everything in here is pretty much cooked, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you want this to get a nice rustic finish off of it, what we do is we put a little bit of milk on here, and then we sprinkle a little bit of the coarse brown sugar. And when this comes out of the oven, wait till you see how yummy this looks.
Oh, great. That was fast. You just prepared that super fast.
Super, very fast. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven.
Okay.
And we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Come on, Sharla, you're up. The tart is baking, so we want to find out about this incredible drink.
We're gonna mix up a little cocktail.
Very nice.
And I thought of a very interesting name, the Hambletonian Hammer.
Ah.
You are gonna love this. And it's very easy, just like the tart, very simple. So let's get started. First we have our Frangelico liqueur. And we also have amaretto. Any form of amaretto really works for this. And we also have Bailey's. I just suggest the Bailey's. And this is just a simple creamer that you would use in your coffee.
We were going to call it the Hambletonian MC Hammer, but we didn't want to get all 80s on you.
She wanted to get 80s. We're going to stick with this.
Okay. Hambletonian
Okay, so we're going
Hammer.
to do 1 ounce, AKA a shot of, well, here, let's get this little drink here. Of Frangelico. Then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce, that's about right, of the amaretto.
Is this actually an original drink?
This is an original drink. I invented this all myself. And the Hambletonian Hammer is an original name. All right, then we do 1/2 of Bailey's. And then we'll do a little splash of cream. Now, we have this out. If you want to shake it up, some people are very particular. I'm just gonna put some ice in it, stir it up a little bit. I think it'll be good. I'll let you have the first taste of this one.
Okay, all right.
Now, even if you don't like it, please act like you do.
And there's probably only like 5 calories in the whole thing.
We're gonna tell people that. This is a skinny girl drink. All right. Give it a whirl.
All right. Wow, that's really good. Like that's really good. Yeah. So now we know what to make next year when we watch the Hambletonian.
I'm so excited. And I hope you make it too.
Okay. Now we're gonna see how that tart's coming along, so
Sounds
we better
good.
find Kate and bring her back in.
Okay.
All right, gang, this is ready to go. Nice and hot and fresh out of the oven.
Oh wow, that looks so good.
You can still hear it sizzling.
I can.
It is very, very hot, so it's gonna be very, oh, I so need some ice cream right now. But this is very good, you know, just right out of the oven, pop some ice cream on here. And it's not meant to look, you know, pretty, but it is very, very, very tasty.
Well, I've taken it upon myself to rename this the Crispy Apple Tart in honor of Crispy Apple, who's had an amazing year.
Perfect.
And we also have the Hambletonian Hammer that Sharla made for us. So I would say between our food and drink, we've covered every food group, because don't nuts have protein in them?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got the milk, the protein, the vegetables, right? Is cranberry a vegetable or a fruit?
It's a berry.
It's a berry, all right. Got some celery on the side and we're good.
Very hot.
Oh my gosh, very good. Thank you, Kate.
You're very welcome. Enjoy.
All right, I'm going to get my ice cream. Stay tuned, we're going in the bike.
And he's a 1/4 mile away from a 45-to-1 stunner.
Hi, my name is Andy. If you're like me and always make a play for the trifecta, then go to the Downs Off-Track Wagering. I can triple up and bet the trifecta anytime. A $2 bet on the trifecta delivers big payouts like this. When it's my night out, I eat, play, and I win. Hey, that's a trifecta too.
Downs Off-Track Wagering, Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to the Rustic Kitchen at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, along with Heather Moffett. I'm a very full Steve Ross because I ate all the cooking they did, and it was so good, too. It was great.
Yeah, that little belch you just did, that was like a 1 on a scale of 1 to 10. Off air, it was like a 13, okay?
TMI, you don't need to share too much of that with the folks out there watching, okay? It's time for a very exciting segment. We like to call this baby In the Bike. We head up to Mohawk. They had some big doings up there. Let me tell you what's going on. First of all, tonight they've got the $1 million Canadian Trotting Classic. Well, of course, they had the Elims last week. There were 2 of them, big races, too. In the first one, number 3, Daylon Magician was the even money chalk with Jackie Moe. Number 1, Hambo Champ Broad Bomb with George Brennan was 9-5. And number 2, Blue Porsche with Jody Jamieson was the 5-1 third choice. And with the call, here's Ken Middleton.
And VC Chocoholic stares at a quarter of a mile of racetrack, and he's a quarter of a mile away from a 45-1 stunner in this first CTC elimination. Broad Bun on the outside coming to him on that rated first over gain. Daylon Magician kicks off cover. From way back kicking on now, Blue Porsche. Far outside, Sim Brown is coming on. Daylon Magician in the center. Daylon Magician in a 4 across finish.
Daylon Hanover comes roaring up on the outside to just beat Broad Bun at the wire, winning in 153-3 and setting up an incredible final, which will take place tonight. Sim Brown, a 70-1 bomber with Randy Waples, came from the men's room to get third. Psst, Sim Brown ain't going off at 70-1 tonight, okay? The second Canadian Trotting Classic Elim, well, Heather's got that for you. So whoop it on him, Mama.
Okay, number 5, Man of Many Missions, the winner of our $500,000 colonial that we had at Harris Chester. He's the favorite in here. The 3 is Desjambro, has the White Knight. Brian Sears in the bike. And then number 4 is Pastor Stephen, last year's 2-year-old champion.
And they come into the stretch. Man of Many Missions leads the way. Out of the pocket spot and driving now comes Whiskey Tax, who's on the attack. From way back kicking on is Desjambro, simply too late. Deep stretch lead here, Man of Many Missions. Whiskey Tax not going to get him. Desjambro's on the far outside coming on late. Man of Many Missions. And
David Miller floats out of there with Man of Many Missions, and he's like, let me find me a hole to hang out in for a little bit. Well, guess what? There's no hole. But guess what? That's no problem, because they just go up to the lead and they win easily in a 154. I'm talking like in hand. Desjambro trotted home the fastest. He comes from the back of the pack. He takes second. Whiskey Tax was third. On a side note, and kind of a crappy side note, by the way, Pastor Stephen broke his coffin bone. Now, just if you don't know what a coffin bone is, it's the main bone in a horse's hoof, and that's what takes all the weight of a horse. He broke that bone. However, lots of horses come back from that break, like Broad Bond. Remember, he broke his coffin bone last year. He ends up winning the Hambletonian. Some horses come back, some horses don't, but we wish Pastor Stephen the best and fastest recovery.
And that's going to wrap it up for this edition of PA Harness Week from beautiful Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It's always nice to come up here, and we're in the Rustic Kitchen. What a great place. You want to check this baby out. It's terrific. We'd like to thank Kate, who helped us in our cooking segment, along with Sharla and you. And we want to remind you to check out our website for everything you want to know about harness racing in the great state of Pennsylvania and beyond, HarnessWeek.com, okay? And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including my partner Heather Moffett, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
There they go.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway.
Starting fast outside there, Messenger.